run up the love, we get it in. If it ain't right, I'm not settling. Step in the booth, my element. Fuck up a track and we level in.
Right, back with another episode of the next slice of 2021 with our first guest, Sylo, in the building.
What's going on?
Yes, lad, how's it been? New year, new you, or what? What's been going on?
How's your Christmas and that?
Christmas was good, you know, just with the family. It's not much you can do at the minute though, is there?
But definitely nothing
good.
to do now.
It was nice, just went up to the grandparents, had some nice dinner there.
Christmas dinner, you know me, I can eat it all year round fully, bro.
Wait, what do you love? Wait, what do you love your Christmas dinner? Quickly, yeah.
Oh, mate, if you ain't right, I'm gonna. You know what? I'll put it on my Instagram. I'll put it on my Instagram this Sunday coming when this episode's out, yeah, and I'll tell you exactly what I think of the Christmas dinners. But I told a lot of people,
Fam, certain man eat the driest Christmas dinners.
If you have a dry Christmas dinner, yeah, remove me off any socials. Do not get me involved with your stuff because I will remove you. People having it without gravy and just some dry ass potatoes.
I'm gonna say something here now, and you probably both gonna look at me like I'm aware of it.
You're gonna say you don't like gravy, innit?
No, I like gravy, but I have to have mayonnaise with it.
Bro, this episode's over.
Episode of the next slice, people.
Thanks for tuning in. I just eat jollof rice on Christmas, so I eat jollof rice every day. So every day is Christmas for me.
But yeah, that's just me and mayonnaise. We just have this special connection. Too nice.
Do you want me to tell you what? Yeah, Peronaise. I've never tried it before. Before Christmas, yeah, been scrying it. Yo, bad boy. Trust me, yo. I put it on everything now. Yeah, right. So either way, yeah, 2021, the back end of last year, we did have the final episode go out, and it was a third episode with JB, and the love on that was absolutely ridiculous. We want to carry that on
4K views or something.
4K views. It was lovely. It was a good send off, man. It was good.
Big up JB and RP Kyle.
Fully, man. But yeah, quickly before we get into it, this year we are going to be doing episodes back to back each week. So we're going to be doing a 5 block, and then we're going to have a 2-week break from YouTube because we have to do that bit of planning beforehand, and then we come back with another 5 blocks. But obviously we've got Sylo on for the first guest of 2021. Yep. But mate, 2020 was a big year for you. You dropped 4 tracks on Spotify with a combined total of 15.5k in 1 year on Spotify, which honestly, if you put stuff out on Spotify, you know for a fact it's hard to get numbers sometimes on Spotify.
And it's streaming and that.
But that's a lot of support, man. Obviously you came out with Miss You, Still Cold, and obviously Jeremy's World as well. You dropped a lot of freestyles as well.
Freestyles every day. Every time I go on Instagram, I just see another freestyle. I'm like, right, like this guy don't run out of bars from.
Yeah, fully, bro. Like we sat there, yeah, and I do my own little bit of research, and obviously, yeah, every time I go on and I say this, I like freestyles, bro. I love them. I think they're sick because,
trust me,
like,
it's easier to express stuff in a freestyle than an actual song, innit? Because there's no limit. It's like there's no limit to it, and it's like it's just more raw and unfiltered, innit? So like, you see when you're writing your freestyles, like what's your writing process when you're writing bars?
First of all,
Billal coming in with a good question.
Obviously, man's not here to play for my first time on their podcast.
Actually, before you answer that question, Billal has been involved. He's been behind the cameras. He's had some stuff going on at the minute where he's had to be busy elsewhere. He's a busy kid, man. He's a busy guy. But yeah, you are going to be seeing a lot more.
Yeah, man, I mean, the do-rag. Everything. But anyways, you're right.
I think when I write in a freestyle, some people might like it, some people might not, but it always revolves around some type of pain or real stuff.
Yeah, that's what I noticed still.
Revolve around that. So that's just me, but always find the beat first. I know some men like to write first and then find the beat, but I find the beat first every time.
Okay.
I think that's a good thing though, like especially like we've said this before on it. If you've got like true emotions there, the whole thing is gonna slap.
But is it hard, like when you've got bare pain in your mind, is it hard to put them into bars? Because sometimes,
like when to stop, sort of.
Yeah, I get you.
You can do freestyles, and you got to keep it to a minute. Sometimes you go over and you go into an idea.
Yeah. Trust me.
Yeah, I try and keep it to a minute, but sometimes obviously it goes over.
Yeah, it is, and obviously, I don't know if you know this, but do you know how many views you have combined in the last year of Instagram alone?
I don't know, because I've deleted some and I've put archived some.
Well, the ones that are still up, yeah, just throw a number out there what you think you've got over the year.
One of them got like 17,000, so
I'd say about 17k,
about 40k.
Nah, 10k more. You got 50k views over Instagram. Bearing in mind that your following is only just under 6k on Insta. Like that's big numbers. Like that
it's
is
only grown more like over. I'd say last few months it's definitely grown more.
And it's like now, like obviously, yeah, we've got the Instagram page. We've obviously got our Instagram pages, and it's like every time something's coming out with you, it is people are sharing it, man. Like a lot of people that I know, it's like I've never seen anything before, but your page just seems to consistently keep coming up on my Instagram.
Yeah, the growth is crazy, innit? So like, you see when it's like you see, but you see like in terms of growing a fan base, innit? How exactly do you go about it? In terms of like getting your music out there as much as possible.
Like, the main thing is consistency.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I post freestyle and it gets a lot of views, and then I leave that for a few months, when I put a next freestyle out, it's probably not gonna do as well because people will be thinking like, oh, that was just a one-off. You know what I mean? Got a lot of views.
One freestyle wonder.
I've got a question on that actually because it semi-relates to what I've been feeling recently about this year. You know when you don't put something out for a while, do you feel like...
Trust me, like
don't
the hype
know why,
dies down.
So obviously people, we're now going to be bringing the episodes out each week, but we used to take 2 weeks in between. But now, since the last episode, we've not been in here for 4 weeks yet, and I promise you now, I was driving out thinking, I don't even know how to start. Like you just see me then, innit, bro? Like you don't know how to start it. You like, and you have to like semi get back into the rhythm of it, and it's like, do you find that hard as well, man? Because I did. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I do find it hard. I think because with freestyles on the Instagram, you want this one coming to be better than the last.
Yeah.
But when you're taking a big break, it's hard to top.
I get you.
Do you know what I mean? So it is hard.
Yeah, so you see when you're writing a freestyle, do you always have it in the back of your mind, like I need to make sure it's better than the last one, or do you just kind of...
100%. And if it's not, then I won't use it. I think on my notes I've probably got like so many throwaways just because I'm not happy with that.
Yeah, so how often do you write bars then?
Yeah, I'd say mostly every night.
Every night?
I'm trying to write either a freestyle or a track every night.
That's graph, that, you know, because I know, like, obviously from past guests coming in and us speaking to them, they've said to us like they have so many tracks that they don't like, but then they've shown us some tracks and we're like, yo, that's like one of your hardest tracks. Like Dan said it last time as well. He's the same. He said, I've got one of his tracks and I tell him all the time. I said, Dan, that track is so cold, bro. You bring that out, and it's gonna blow up. It will blow up. And he's like, yeah, but I'm not sure about this. And it still blows my mind. Like they've said to me multiple times, they've gone, oh well, I don't know actually. I don't know if I like it or not. I don't want to put it out. I don't like hearing my own voice like that. People say that all the time, and I feel like you're going to say the same.
Even Storm said the same about shut up, and then he said he didn't want to drop it because it's just a freestyle in a park, and then he dropped it and it's on like on 100 million views within 5 years. So it's like it's one of them ones where you just gotta put it out there and trust your own talent. You get me?
The thing is with artists, definitely for myself, we do set the bar high.
Yeah.
Like.
That's not a bad thing, though.
Yeah,
you're always thriving.
Yeah, because you're demanding the most out of yourself, innit?
Sometimes people can beat themselves up, but
yeah,
I've got loads of unreleased tracks, and I'm not unsure what to do with them because once you listen to them that many times as well, you're like, could have done that better.
I get you. So in terms of like the people you got around you, do you think you trust the people around you to like give you the right advice and like give you proper feedback on your songs you're dropping?
I keep my circle small. That's one thing I always do.
Yeah.
Because.
Why is that important? Talk about that. We need to get into that. Why is it important to keep it?
Go on, I'll let you get your bit out first.
Because I grew up on like a little estate. Still live there now, and I've got like there's a few of us, but we all live on that one estate, and they're like the guys that I children you know what I mean. So that's like my circle, and I've got my girl as well. Been with her
big shout out.
Yeah, I've been with her a while.
I can't relate, but yeah, big shout out.
2021, I'm chasing Elizabeth, and that is it.
We know his New Year's resolution.
Trust me.
But so definitely just keep my circle small, and then I'll just ask them their opinions, and my family as well, my brothers.
Oh, okay, that's
even
good.
Ask my mum. She don't really mess with music too much.
Trust me, I hear you.
You need mums as a
Yeah. But you see,
mum's always going to be a bigger supporter.
Trust me.
Definitely.
100%. Because mum just want to see her kids happy at the end of the day, innit? But it's like, you see when you're getting a lot of love from like a freestyle song you drop, like how do you separate what is real love and what's fake love?
Just based on how much they show love, innit? Because I could get one person comment on one freestyle.
Yeah.
But they might not comment on the next. They might never even listen to my music again.
Yeah.
So once you start seeing the real supporters and you see how much they're commenting, it's like you get to know them sort of thing. Like,
I get you.
Shared my post and I realised that he's doing it all the time.
Yeah.
Then I know them sort of thing. But Any sport's good.
Yeah, you must be experiencing a lot of fake love though, because the podcasts are blowing up right now. You're a
Yeah,
celebrity
bro,
now.
trust me, because we've said this so many times. Yeah, I can't stand people that are fake. I can't. Right? We said this with JB, and I'm the same to you. Like, no matter what after this, yeah, like you build relationships with people.
Yeah,
and
genuine
I've said it to you,
relationships,
innit? And I've said it to you like before all this happened. I didn't know you, but you build that relationship, yeah. And I don't like the fact that some people will sit there to your face, give you all this love, say all this stuff, say this and that, but then they won't share your little preview, they won't share your track, they won't share this. And we said it last time, man, like it doesn't cost anything just to share someone's stuff. They're just 100%. Trying to make it, they're trying to do their own thing, so support it. Like,
definitely. I mean, I'd say I definitely witnessed that quite a lot.
Yeah.
Friends, like, not digging anyone out, but like,
Nah, dig them out, man.
Exclusive on here, people. Is an exclusive.
Like friends from school, even not just from school, but people like I just know. They'll see like me do a freestyle and it'll get loads of views.
Yeah, and then they'll just jump in the bandwagon.
And then they'll message me.
Yeah, I get you.
Say like, but still they won't share it.
Yeah,
they'll see that it's doing well or I'm doing better for myself. So.
Even to touch on what you said before, like, you know what you said about sharing, but even then sometimes people sharing can still be a bit dangerous, because like you might think someone's really supporting you just because they're sharing it, but it's like it only takes 2 seconds to share something, you know what I'm trying to say.
Like, there's been multiple times now, where like people have, I'm not gonna lie, when we first started this, I was nervous about it, bro, because you don't know what people are gonna say, innit?
Yeah, I remember the first episode, you were shaking still.
Trust me, bro, like I was sat there at my nana's and like an hour before, I'm going, no, I don't even know what I'm going it, big shout out nana, But I swear down, like, and I didn't know how people were going to react in it. But then when people were like, they were sharing my stuff, and it's like, yo, you don't even like me, innit? And it's like,
that's what, bro.
You're
you
sharing
don't
my stuff
understand
because you see that I'm actually trying to do something
with
my
life.
life.
You don't even understand how mad that is.
Bro, I was sat there and I'm going,
trust
yo,
me.
you don't like me, so why? Like, obviously, thanks for the love and that. Like,
innit?
More promotion, no publicity is bad publicity, you know
trust
what I
me.
mean? But at the same time, I'm like, you don't like me, and then you're messaging me afterwards going, yo, blah, 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 but I know for a fact behind closed door, you're chatting on my name still.
Yeah, I experienced that a lot. What about you? Because obviously you're a rapper, innit, so it must be mad different for you. Like, people you know don't like you. Like,
firstly, like, when I started, definitely everyone was just like, he's doing this because everyone wants to do it. Everyone wants to be a rapper, like, everyone wants to be known, blah, blah, blah. And I know for a fact that people I call friends had a lot to say about it.
Yeah.
I don't care, man.
Yeah, I get you.
Best attitude, man.
Trust me,
you're the same. Your private story makes me laugh so much.
Man, better than my private story in public, you know.
Bro, but like,
I hear you. Because it's like other people's opinions don't pay you in it. They don't put no money in your pocket, so it's like, why should you even care about what anyone else thinks?
Generally, over like the past 3-4 months, I've adapted this mentality of I don't care what people want. I'm gonna do me, and if you don't like it, then don't have any.
People actually respect that, you know. Like, if someone sees you trying to pretend just so people like you, then no one will respect you. But if people just see you being you for who you really are, then everyone's gonna jump on your bandwagon. You get what I'm trying to say?
That's the main reason as well why I wanted to jump on this podcast.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people might think of me like, oh, he does music, thinks he's gone clear now, but I don't.
No, bro, you know what? Yeah, we said this. Yeah, there's been like 2 or 3 people. Yeah, we're not gonna pay them out on that, but they've reached out to us, and it's like they're acting like they're bigger than what they are, innit?
Yeah, trust me.
It's like I sit there and it's like I will happily go out my way to invite people to come onto the show, because I want people that watch this to see the talent that we're getting on,
100%.
to watch what they're doing, because they deserve more than what they're getting.
Yeah.
Like, even though you're getting 50k on Instagram, you're getting 15.5 on Spotify. In my opinion, in your opinion, we go through this process of planning the people that we want on, and we generally think that you deserve to come on. So when I reach out to you, or Billal reaches out to you, or Dan or Jordan reaches out to you, you then start acting like you're some big man because we've then asked you. It's like,
it's a mentality thing, innit?
Step back, because you just got to humble yourself. I think
exactly,
stay
man.
Humble.
Always,
the best
man.
thing you can do, because
100%.
I guarantee if I started acting like a big head right now, I'm losing followers.
100%. Because no one don't want someone who thinks they're better than they are.
Wherever you stay, like, loyal to yourself and what you're actually about, people unfollow you, then fine, that's you.
Yeah, I think it's a mentality thing still. I think, like, especially a lot of rappers, when they start reaching a certain level, their core friendship group, they kind of start gassing them up a little bit, and they're surrounded by yes men that kind of inflates the ego and makes them think they're bigger than they actually are. You know what I'm trying to say? So like, obviously, you made a good point earlier about people think that you think you're like you're a big man now. So like, how do you deal with people like misunderstanding you?
I just let them think what they want, because I know, like myself, I'm still, you know what I mean? I'm still working. I'm not going to bait out where I work. But, you know what I mean? I'm still working hours and hours a week, just so I can afford studio time. I can afford to pay for a video. So I know myself, I've got no rights in thinking anything like that. I'm bigger than myself, because I'm still working hard just to try and get where I want to be. Do you know what I mean?
It's literally that is the mentality to have. Like, we've said it before and we'll say it again. Yeah, if you try and act like you're fake and stuff, yeah, then you're gonna get found out. There's people like yourself, which obviously we don't know what these guests are going to be like before they come on or before we speak to them. But you can tell straight away if someone's going to be fake. You can tell straight away if someone thinks they're bigger than they are. You can tell if someone's humble. You can tell these things. And like, we've sat there multiple times and been like, humble guy, let's get him on, have a chat. And that, like, the relationship between me and you, yeah, I see any of your stuff, I'm sharing it. The Instagram page is sharing it. Like, obviously, yeah, we just keep them relationships, because you never know if you're going to walk back over them bridges again. You build that bridge with someone, and then you burn that bridge, yeah, as soon as like he walks out the door. Now it's like, alright, what about if you blow up like ridiculously, yeah, next year you're just like, oh yeah, well, you didn't want anything to do with me afterwards, so why would I do anything for you again? Because again, we're not paying the guests to come on, and then the guests aren't paying us to come on. We're just getting them on, man. It's
genuine. It's a real connection. Feel me?
But going on to like back to the music side of what you've been doing anyway. This past year, you've obviously had 2 videos on Lab 51, one with Sub-Zero freestyle, and First Page, both with music videos. Yeah. Oh, highly rated, both of them. And obviously, yeah, you've got a good relationship with Treehouse as well. You've got your good basis for all your tunes, man. Like, last year was a big year for you. What was your opinion of last year? Because a lot of people it was negative for a lot of people last year.
Yeah, but you seem like you made the best out of the situation.
Coming up, because before like the virus came about and we you know what I mean, I was just steady. I was on my grind. I wanted to get music out so bad, and last January was the lab sessions I posted. That was done at Lab 51 studio, and that was like the first thing I've ever released, so just over a year ago, literally a year on the 9th.
Yeah, that's like, mad, man. You're doing it in a year, and that's big.
When that came out, because it was my first, and I was watching it the premiere and stuff, and I was thinking, like, this could be my life now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is what I want. So obviously the months progressed. I put First Page out. That was a good video, man. I got a lot of love for that. Yeah, but I enjoyed doing the music video as well.
That was going to be my next question. Like, we've said this before. A lot of people sometimes maybe don't like the music videos, but we've said this, man. If you like, 2 questions. Is it one of the best things you can do in it? Because I know for a fact a lot of people sit there, and they'll be like, you get all the boys there, you get everyone there to have a good jam, man. You have a good day whilst you're recording and that. And then also, do you also think music videos just give a good basis to a track? Because personally, I do. I think a lot of people watch it just for a good music video.
Sorry to cut you. Before you answer that question, one thing I'll say, is because we're in the streaming generation, everyone uses Spotify, Apple Music, So do you still think, to add to your question, do you think music videos are still as important as they used to be?
Yeah, 100%, because I think, like, especially with these big channels now, we've got like Mixtape Madness, GRM, Link Up TV, we've got all these big ones now, and like everyone looks for a video. Like, once you do that one big video, even if your track isn't like amazing, if someone likes music video, I can guarantee they automatically will listen to that song more.
Interesting.
That music video is hard.
Trust me.
So yeah, definitely, they are definitely most important, but they're expensive, you know what I mean?
I get you. But you know what you said before, though.
You have to say what's still.
Yeah, you know what you said before, though, about when you drop this thing, you realise that this could actually be your life, innit? And I spoke to you before, and you said like you chose not to really do the college thing. You just stuck to music, like you see. So it seemed like you got confidence that you're 100% going to make it, innit? So where did that confidence come from? Like, what makes you think this music thing's really for you?
Like, obviously, we'll probably get into it, but obviously, because I've set things that I've been through, I don't want to just grow up and live that life where, you know, like, relying on my 9 to 5 and stuff. When I know, like, right now, that if I do well in this, then that could be it for me. So I don't want to regret anything when I'm older. So like 100%. That's where my confidence comes from.
That's a good way to live life still.
Yeah, and I think definitely, like, obviously, don't get me wrong, it is a big decision for you to make. You enjoy it. why not keep going with it? You're enjoying it, and honestly, just keep, like we've said it before, man. Just follow what you want to do. Follow your passion. You follow your passion. Yeah, you're bound to succeed. Because you never know. Yeah, eventually down the line, like obviously we had Sam's been in the game for 10 years. Yeah, doing video. Now he's doing the producing. He's just brought out his own record label.
I was there doing that still.
SK Anthem out now as well.
Sam, we shouted. Yo, I swear down, yeah. Sam gets more promotion out of us than any other guest, bro.
Yeah, he doesn't. Did you pay us?
Nah, bro. I swear down. Yo, Sam, you owe us some money,
now,
brother. You owe us.
See him, fam.
Now, big shout out to Sam, man, because like even if it does come to that, I think a lot of young talents now, they generally do have the passion. If you like, you don't even have to be good at it. Like a lot of people have the passion, and eventually they'll find their set lane. Whereas for right now, you're enjoying the writing and they're getting the freestyles out, but you never know, man. It will set you. It could set you up to. You might want to open a studio up. You might want to do something else. And that's what I think right now, which I'm learning, especially about the music industry. Is
it's wide, isn't it? Like it's not so just wide. Like when you're consuming, all you see is rappers and then a few producers in it, but you don't know there's so many different things. There's like graphic designers, there's directors, there's even podcasters. There's bare different things in it. So just about
rappers wouldn't really be anything without the producers,
exactly.
The video, all the
exactly. It's a whole industry in it.
Be anything without them. So there's
big shout out to all the producers, man, because I know for a fact sometimes people will get like their fame or whatever, and they kind of forget about the people that were behind the scenes that put that in. And you know, like just for an example, in it, like you've got H, and then when his track came out and it was Pesmo, he was still semi-promoting Pesmo quite a lot.
And Sammy Visuals.
Sammy Visuals and all this, bro, and it's like, he's still promoting all these people, which I have big respect for, man.
Definitely.
Big respect for.
You just got to remember where you come from, definitely.
100%.
Who was there, not who was there now when you made it. You got to remember who was there.
100%.
Yeah. So
going back to that thing about the college and stuff, I'd say like that was a big decision, to be fair. Like I left school, I got decent GCSEs. I never liked school anyway, really.
Yeah, I don't think anyone liked school.
I got through it, but obviously I was always wanting to be the class clown and stuff. I was immature, but I got decent GCSEs, and then I went on to college, and I was just thinking, I was sat in the classroom, I was like, I've just done this for like 10 years, primary school, high school. I'm sat there and I'm just like,
I hear you.
I can't do it.
See, bro, you know what? I was the opposite me. I went through high school, and don't get me wrong, big shout out, but I enjoyed myself, bro. I was a class clown and that, and I didn't get any GCSEs out of it. But yes, I enjoyed myself. Don't get me wrong.
He enjoyed it, but didn't get any GCSEs.
Bro, I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? No,
I get you.
When you're linking with your boys and that, it's like, yo, meet me at the back of the tennis courts for a sneaky sig in like 20 minutes, bro. Come on.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say I enjoyed school, but I didn't enjoy sitting in the lessons. So I know what you mean.
I think and bro, like, I went to college afterwards, and I did 1 year, and I was still the same. And then afterwards, I was like, nah, sack this. I'm going to do an apprenticeship and that. And then a certain someone, obviously, they changed my mindset for it all. And it literally came to a point now, where like my mindset was completely different. I was like, nah, I want to do this, I want to do that, so I need to do well in college. And it's like, my college is going good, man. Like, you just seen them, bro. Before we started recording, there was literally an assignment on my screen, innit? And it's like, I was doing this before I come here, and it's like, I've got that different mentality now, whereas I think I'm trying to follow my path as like where I want to go, but it's not that different to you. Like you just chose not to do college, but you're still on your same path to progression, man, and what you want to achieve in life.
I want to ask you a question now, because you spoke about being from your state and not forgetting where you come from, innit? So like you say you got a close circle and you still live on your state you grew up in. So like, let's just say you blew up in 10 years time. Why do you think it's so important to still have that like relationship with your community that you grew up in?
I think it's because obviously I'm 18 now. I grew up on there, and just because like when I blow, I want to go back to my probably I might not even move that far away when I do move, but I want to go back to that community. I don't want them to see me as, so it's Sylo.
I get you.
To see me as
part of the community.
Yeah, that little.
Do you want to say what I liked about that when you said that? When I blow, I love that mentality, man. I love it. I actually do, man, because it's not in like a cocky, arrogant way, man. Like I like the fact that you're like, yo, I'm gonna put all my time and effort in it, and I'm gonna blow, man. Like this is what we say all the time. I want to be. I want to have a podcast, bro, bigger than my gaff. Like I swear down. I want to have like a full gaff just for random podcasts. You know what I mean?
So I want to go back to my estate and like they'll just be like, oh, there he is.
So what does your estate mean to you though? Like, how did it make you who you are today?
My estate.
Yeah.
I think I've got a good question, which is he's probably going to lead on to this, innit?
Bit mind froze there.
Yeah, right. Nah. So
my questions are too deep.
This question will be answered, but it was going to be answered in a different way anyway, because we're going to move on to the next section. But obviously, 2020 was a big year for a lot of people, but there was also, unfortunately, a lot of lives that were lost. Obviously, shouting out to Ckeyes, to Jeremy, Sylo, to obviously your father as well, who sadly passed away, and then you've got Aiden, and there's just been many more around the world, man. And I think an MD as well, man.
Talent, man.
Yeah, man. And it's been mad. Like I can't wrap my head round in the fact of how bad 2020 was for some people, man. And obviously, after speaking on the phone with yourself and that, obviously we don't want to offend anyone or anything like that before the guests come on. So obviously we did ask about speaking about your father and obviously Jeremy as well. Personally, from what I've seen from yourself, I'd see how your father and Jeremy's passing has inspired you a lot in a music way, in the fact of it's... Luckily for me, I've never had to witness someone die that's been a close relative to me. Like I've never ever had to witness it, and I'm very, very blessed for that, because it is a good thing, and I'm very blessed for that. I absolutely am. But for you, I like the fact that you've kind of taken that pain, that emotion that you've felt, and you've put that into inspiration and motivation for what you're doing. And I think, obviously, as I said to you outside before, I do think that has inspired you a lot. But obviously, I want to get your side on it, because it is something that was something that was big in your life, man. I want to just concentrate on that for a hot sec.
Yeah. I'm gonna get an answer for you though.
He's still thinking, man. Still calculating the answer.
But, in respects to that, I think when you go through a lot of pain, I think you've got two like roads that you can go down. You can either go down the road where you just, you can't be bothered with anything, you don't want to do anything, you've lost all motivation.
100%.
Or you can go down the other road and be like, right, they're up there, and you've got to make them proud.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So for me, it was like, especially when my dad passed away, because I was close to my dad. Do you know what I mean? We had a good relationship, seeing him every weekend and stuff.
I can't relate, but yeah.
Alright, bro, trust me.
I'm joking.
Yo, trust me.
I'm joking.
Nah, I hear that, but yeah, it was just, I just felt so much pain, and at the starting, I was like, what am I doing? Like, 100%. What do you do now? What do you do? Like, when you lose like the biggest person in your life, obviously your parents are like the biggest people in your life.
100%, man.
So when you lose one, you're just like, oof. Like, it takes a
100%.
big chunk from you. Like, they take you with them, sort of thing. Like, part of you goes with them.
Exactly, yeah. It does feel like that a little bit, because it's like I've lost people close to me as well, and it's like when you said about the two roads, innit? It's like when the main thing about going through a death is just shocking. Like it's the fact you never ever expect that that's the last person you're going to see, something, innit? So it's like at the beginning you kind of go through that road of I can't be bothered anymore, but then you realise like, right, I can use this as a motivation to go through that way. You know what I'm trying to say? So like you see when you're going through these things, like how exactly do you deal with the pain? Do you just put it into your music pretty much?
Straight away I just open my notes, put a beat on, but obviously I have a cry and stuff, you know what I mean? Like any normal person does. Any normal person does when you go through such a big shock. Like
100%.
with my dad, I didn't even think he was gonna pass away. I had this, he had the feeling because he was poorly. Like, it's like alcohol in it, so he's just always drinking. We tried to stop him, but it's something he was dealing with for years. Like I think he just had hidden demons he wouldn't tell us about. So we were trying to stop him for a long time, and then just got the better of him, do you know what I mean? And there was times I went to visit with my girl, she drove me up there. I went to visit unexpectedly and stuff, and he'd be like, I'd open his door's wide open, like not locked himself, and then he had a dog at the time as well, he wasn't feeding it, you know what I mean? It was bad. But because he moved far away because he met a woman, and then they broke up, but he's still living far away. So like when I went to see him one time, and he's just like, he didn't even like have a clue like what was going on. Like couldn't. He knew who I was, but at the same time he didn't. It was weird. Like it just took over his brain. So
it mind boggles me, man. Because like as I said, I've never been through it myself, but I just personally I don't know how I would deal with it, and I think I've got the utmost respect for the pair of yous, because from what I still see, like on a real limit, but like I have the utmost respect for the pair of yous, because you've taken such a loss on your back. It's you've not like left it, but you're just trying to get on with your life, and you've found this rhythm to not forget about them but just deal with it.
100%.
And it's like the pair of you have taken that sadness and that pressure of losing someone that you are very close to, and you've developed on that. And I think I honestly do have the utmost respect for the pair of you, man, because I honestly, I don't think I could ever deal with something like that. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like you said, oh, you have a little cry to yourself. I swear down, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that ever.
No,
there is
definitely
nothing wrong
not,
with that,
man. If you want to cry, then cry. Sometimes it's the best way, but
Yeah.
obviously second to that is the music. You know, I want to get straight into my notes. Like, I released a track for my dad, I released a track for Jez. I don't do that for publicity at all. I just do that because my way of coping.
I get you.
Obviously, if I can help anyone else who's gone through a similar thing with my song, then I'll help them.
100%.
I got an answer for you, by the way.
Going back to
my state's a very small estate, do you know what I mean? And there's only a few of us that chill around there. And growing up, it was fun, don't get me wrong, but now, like, if I go and link my boys or something, we're bored, man. Do you know what I mean? We're bored.
There's nothing to do left,
around
innit?
there. There's nothing for, like, the teenagers or the kids around there. It's boring, like. So, like,
Don't know when Bojo was putting on us in next lockdown and that though. So Bojo sorted me.
So growing up, I always thought, like, I want to change this community. Like, if I can in any way, I will. But more time, when I blow, I just want to go back to that community. Say to all my boys, I'll still be talking to them anyway. I would say to all my boys, come, we're going somewhere, we're doing something. I'm putting them on with me. So that's how my state inspired me, because...
Yeah, I think that.
I want to put everyone
big
on from
respect
around
for
there.
that
Who I'm close to around there, I want to put on.
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
I think definitely that's.
Might have to edit that froze bit out.
Nah,
leave it.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, we keep this rolling. I promise you now, nothing gets cut out of this.
I was going to turn into a meme or something.
If someone makes that into a meme, and sends it to me,
bro, if you turn it into a meme, you owe money.
Yeah.
High radio exclusive that goes anywhere else, you owe some money still.
Well, you owe me money, cause I asked the question.
Nah, but I think coming off this topic, but moving on to something in a similar situation, is a lot of people this year have come forward about the mental health as well.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are dealing with stuff and they are coming out and talking about it. So if you are one of them people, utmost respect for you, keep talking, keep telling your friends and family what's going on. Unfortunately, there is still people that aren't talking about it. Yeah. And I know for a fact, obviously, the lockdown's been coming on now. And there is a lot of people that are refusing to talk about it. And I think over the past couple of months, it's semi-hit home with me, really, where it's kind of like, you know, when you sit there, and you can be like, oh yeah, and boys, when they wanted to talk to me, they'd message me, innit? And it's like, now, I'm speaking to my boys and belling my boys a lot more, innit? And I'm like, yo, what's going on? Just like having a quick chat with them, even if it is for like 5-10 minutes, innit, man? And it's like a lot of people this year have just, they've either taken it and they've tried to develop on it, but I just wanted to make it very clear with the fact of, because of this next lockdown that is coming, it's just keep talking to people, man. And obviously, if you are dealing with some stuff with mental health, depression, or any other mental health issues, man, like, yo, we're all sat here. Give us a call.
Look into the camera. Just DM me on Instagram. Sylo.1. Just hit me up.
Because what I will say is mental health's always been a big thing in it. But I think these recent situations kind of made it a massive thing. And obviously, you've gone through the recent situation with Jeremy as well, and that's something that hit home with the whole community, because he was there. You get what I'm trying to say. So like, what's your views on mental health, and like, how do you feel?
I think people stay quiet for a bit too long. Like Jez, for example, Jez was like the happiest guy.
Rest in peace, brother.
Yeah, rest in peace, Jez. Like, he was so happy all the time, especially like for as long as I knew him, he was happy. Always had a smile on his face. You know, me, he was always up to like just so happy all the time. And when I found out, I was like,
it doesn't make sense, does it?
There's no way, because I would have never have thought it. You know what I mean? And I was speaking to him like a week before this happened, and he asked me to get him like, see if there was a certain camera in Boots or something, like one of the Polaroid cameras. And I was like, yeah, how are you, blah blah. But we had a conversation, and then I went Boots, the camera wasn't there. He's like, oh, no worries, bro. And like from that conversation, you know what I mean, I would have never thought anything. But if I knew, it's crazy. So I just say like, I just wish everyone would speak up. Definitely,
man. Everyone, like, on a real, like, I think recently a certain situation happened with me, right? And it was, I'm not gonna put a name out there, but there was a certain someone, and a snap got sent to me accidentally, innit? And over the past, I was talking about this before, but there was this certain person that sent me a snap, and it wasn't meant for me, innit? And obviously in my head I'm thinking, right, you're just trying to like get a bit of attention or whatever. And obviously I went to find out that someone had the same name as me in it, so obviously they've gone to send it to this person, and then they've accidentally sent it to me. And they then said to me, and I don't know what it was, but I just had an instinct in it, and I just said, I was like, obviously I see that you're in hospital and that, are you alright? And then obviously, yeah, she was like, yeah, I'm fine, thank you. She didn't say straight away anyway, and I was just sat there, and the next minute, we keep going back and forth for a bit, and I was just like, alright, well, I hope you're okay and everything. And the next minute she told me, man, and she was like, yeah, I've been suffering from depression, man, and obviously she did take that route of try to take end of life early, man. And I literally, I swear down, yeah, for about half an hour, yeah, I wrote this paragraph out to him, and I said straight away, I was like, yo, I don't even know who you are, yeah, but my phone is always open. I sent this person my number, and I said, hit my phone up if you need to talk to someone, man. And I literally poured my heart out to this person, yeah, saying that you deserve to be here. Everyone has a purpose. If you are listening to this right now, and you generally think you do not have a purpose in this world, I promise you now you do. I said this to this person, yeah, I said, I understand right now it feels like it's not going anywhere, and I understand that you feel so fucking down that you do just want to disappear, but I promise you it won't last forever. Speak to someone, speak to me, speak to my man, speak to my man. 100%. Message any of us, man, it does not matter. You have a reason to be here, you really do, man, and you take that life, yeah, and I promise you now, it won't make it any better, man. I just, honestly, so many people recently, I just had to make that situation of, you speak to people, seriously, man, before it's too late. Just like Jeremy, man, as you said, he's a happy kid, he was a happy, jolly kid, yeah, and the next minute, you don't believe it, man, so people, you need to speak about it, man.
What about you, though? Have you ever, like, suffered or experienced any, like, because you've been through a lot of pain, like you said, have you ever experienced any mental health, 100%. And when you have, how have you dealt with it?
You know what? It's an ongoing battle. I'm not going to say,
100%.
I have no mental health issues and stuff, because I'd be lying. But obviously, I have my own ways of dealing with it. You know, I talk to my mum, or I talk to my girl, talk to my close friends. There is sometimes when I should talk and I don't. Yeah, that's it. That's same with a lot of people. I think that's a man thing sometimes. You know what I mean? It's a bit of pride or whatever. But like, that's why when I rap, I do my freestyles. I'm not just talking shit. I'm talking what I'm feeling.
Exactly.
So it's an ongoing battle. But I can say from my experience that I've been in like down here. Yeah. And like now I'm you know what I mean, slowly getting up. So.
Yeah, we can tell.
That's what I mean, man. Like, I think you're like, just whilst you're on it, man, like, you had a perfect example of that. You've as you just said, you've been down here, yeah, but now you're slowly starting to build back up. And it's like, my respect for you, lad, it just keeps growing, man, because you've been through a lot, yeah, and you're obviously, you still have your ongoing battles and that, but you like, I don't know, man, you've just got to...
I think that was a good way to describe it. Still, an ongoing battle is the perfect way to describe mental health, because it's like, it's something that never ends, innit? Like, from when you're born to...
You learn to control it, you learn to deal with it, but
100%.
in the moment, when you're at the lowest of low, you're like, right.
You never really see a way out, innit? But the thing is, there's always a way out, innit? But sometimes you just never really see it.
100%. I think being on that as well, the next thing that's just infuriates me, man, and I swear down, I was sat here writing this yesterday, and I wanted to snap my laptop in half, right, is the fact that this Ollie kid, he was 13 years old. I'm repeating this. He was 13 years old. I have a cousin, my little cousin, who is 13 years old.
My little brother's 14 or 13.
I'm 15. I've got a little brother that's 6, you know what I mean?
My little brother's 13.
These kids, man, right, this 13-year-old lad is 6 years younger than me, right? When I was 13, I was in high school, seeing how high my week would go up the wall. I was doing all these things, right, that you should be doing when you're 13 years old, yeah? And this girl, his girlfriend at the time, because he's asked her to stop sending nude photos to other boys. First of all, what you're doing at that age, doing that anyway. Second of all, you labelled that kid's life as £156 per person that got involved with that. And they stabbed him till he died and battered him. It's disgraceful,
right near his house as well, like
disgusting.
On his mum and dad's doorstep. Do you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing?
For me, the worst thing is the fact they're trying to blame drill. That's what don't make sense to me, because it's like obviously kids are being influenced by drill. I'm not denying that, innit? But it's like kids are going to be influenced by anything. You see that kid that was screaming all these drill lyrics. If he was alive 20 years ago, he'd be screaming Tupac lyrics or Biggie lyrics. So you can't just blame, because drill is just the sound of this generation. You get what I'm trying to say. The next 10 years is going to be the next sound. So you can't blame. Like, there's so many different ways to be influenced. Like, all these kids, just all they need is an excuse.
I'm not even going to lie to you. I don't think it's got anything to do with drill. I don't think it's got one thing to do with drill. I think what it is the fact that this one girl, why she's I can't even explain how sick it is the fact that she's labelled this poor kid, which obviously you did bring. You brought a freestyle out to understand, like, try and. I'm assuming it's going to be just to even try and understand why someone's life is being labelled as a price of £156. Like, I'm sorry, but that's disgusting.
But you know what that is, though?
Life is worth anything.
But you know what that is, though? For me, that just highlights how low the value of life is for the younger generation. Like, especially our generation and young generation have no value for life whatsoever. Like, they just see it as like a joke and it's just a game.
And the other thing is, it's just not getting spoken about enough. Like,
man.
These things keep reoccurring because they're not getting spoken about. They're happening. There's this big outroar, and then after it, you know what I mean?
It's just a bandwagon thing, and everyone just jumps on a trend for like 10 seconds.
The thing is, these look like these 13-year-olds and stuff, and they just feel the need that they have to act so bad to fit in. You don't have to do anything to fit in. So
and I generally think the reason it frustrates me is because of people like yourself that have lost people, right, because of mental health stuff or whether they passed away or whatever, for then someone to then go and take someone else's life. And I don't know if this is correct, so just hold back on this, but I heard that she got, so obviously she's 13 or 14, she's going to juvenile prison up until she's 18, and then she gets 18 years after when she goes into normal prison.
Yeah, and what
I'm sorry, you know what, I think she deserves, how can you label someone else's life as what, is it going to be like 25 years? His life was worth more. So when she comes out, right, she's then going to be like, oh yeah, sick now, I can get on with my life, blah, blah, blah. But that kid's still 6 feet under because of her. And you know what, I'm not forgetting the lads that actually did it as well, but it all stemmed from this girl. The lads that did it, more fool you. Dickheads. Waste men. I swear to God.
Definitely.
I can't even say online.
I think a lot of youths nowadays just very insensitive. I'm trying to say they've grown up in a world where like life is just not really seen. You see the way we've grown up, and life is the most valuable thing you can ever have. You get me? But as you go younger, the generation, the value for life gets lower and lower and lower. Like they don't really see it as the way we see it. Like it's just a game to them.
But like you were saying, when you were 13, you were doing like, you know, fight your piss could go. But what exactly,
man.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't doing that when I was 13.
No, don't chat gas to me, bro. Yeah, like you. No, but that's what I mean, bro. You're going to meet your boys, play football.
Yeah, I didn't have a clue about like knife crime or like any drugs or anything. You know what I mean? I didn't have a clue about that at 13.
Yeah.
So I just don't understand. Like,
I think social media has a big part to play.
Social media is a massive part.
I think social media is a blessing and an absolute enemy to everyone.
It's about how you use it, innit? And it's about the person that's using it as well.
Honestly, I think last year set my mindset so much that life can end so quickly. Like whether it is something that you can't control or stuff that you can control, it can just end right. Like it could be anything. You could walk outside and you could get hit by a bus. Don't get me wrong, but like the thing that starts to infuriate me more and more every time I'm seeing something else is the fact that people are either playing with their lives by taking said drugs or going out and trying to like get involved in other shit that they shouldn't be getting involved in.
Fights is a big thing as well, you know. Man are getting like involved in fights, so you know they'll go town or something and be like, yo, tonight I'm having a scrap. I know, there is set people that do that.
It's peer pressure, innit? People just kind of act up just because they want to feel validation from other people.
In a fight though, there's that one punch. You could kill someone or you could be dead.
You could kill them, man. And it's like
people just need to screw their heads on that. Yeah, that's what it is. You just need to realise how important life is. Do you know
don't get it. Like, I'm not being funny here. It ain't GTA. You ain't getting no like respawn in it. You ain't getting no respawn.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. A lot of youths just see it as a game. It's like they have to learn the hard way. Like you see that youth that's got life in jail now. When he's like in his 30s, he's gonna look back and think, "Right, like what was I doing? I was 13 and I'm stabbing people." Like he's gonna,
his parents growing old, stuff
exactly,
like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Stuff that you don't want to miss out on.
Like,
you're not going to get a second chance.
Like you see people, and they go to prison for 25 years,
yeah.
None of us are 25 yet, man. Look what we've done in our lives before 25. Like, that's
bro, I'm telling you, 3 months into that sentence, they're looking at the calendar thinking, I'm coming out on that end of the calendar next 25 years. They're
looking at it going, yeah, that's one, that's two.
Personally, I can never do that. I can never do that.
Like that, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was younger, going to prison. Yeah, used to petrify me. Like,
bro,
imagine if they did up in
that's
prison,
the scary. That's one of the scariest thing you can think of. Going to jail.
Like, I sit there in it, and it's like, one, I ain't ever gonna survive in jail. Like, look at me. I swear down, I ain't gonna survive. Second of all, like it's waste of a life, man. Like you could be out doing different things. Like you could be, you can go and get that 9-to-5 job if you want that 9-to-5 job. You can go and do that music that you're doing, or you can go and do the videos and all this stuff.
Connor's definitely the type of guy to drop the soap in jail, isn't he?
Wow. You're right. So you won't be seeing Billal again, people. Sorry about that one. Next time.
But I feel like, I don't think God's put us on this earth for us to go and sit for 25 years plus in a box room on a silver mattress. It's not even a mattress,
bro.
It's like this. You know what I mean? We're like not lying on this with some dead pillow.
Exactly. Everyone's got a purpose in it. Everyone's got a purpose, but a lot of youths. Exactly. I feel like everyone's got a purpose, but a lot of youths are growing up without even realising I've got a purpose in this life. They're just thinking like they're just living in the moment, and they're very tunnel vision. They don't see life outside of like their state they're growing up in. You know what I'm trying to say?
I think that's why I have a lot of respect for people that we've all been speaking to, like especially us all in here, and then also previous guests and guests that we're also talking to now. Is the fact that a lot of them, such a literally prime example, is Sam, again, big shout out Sam, and AJ Wisdom, who AJ does all the knife crime stuff and goes around, and he's always said he's not someone to sit there and use his audience to like act like a big man, but he's using his audience to go out and say
100%.
Knife crime is not what you want to be doing. Doing this is not what you want to be doing. Sam's a prime example of, alright, people don't want to come. Say he didn't set up the studio, I guarantee there'd be a lot more stuff going on around here that we wouldn't be going on about. But now the studio's open and people are going in there to go and spit some bars, go and chill and bun up, do whatever, and they're going in there to chill and they're staying off the street. But then I don't even think it's got anything to do with where you grow up or whatever. I think it's the fact that some people don't have that role model to sit there and say, look, this is the way that you should be going, man. Like I'm sorry, this girl, like going back to that situation, this girl's 13, like I'm not being funny in a West way. Up until I was like, literally up until I was like either 13 or 14, my mum paid my phone. My mum was checking what was on my phone in a West way still, but like she makes sure to know exactly what I'm doing at all times.
Same. My mum still does that now.
Oh, the little child. No, but that's what I mean, bro. Like people sit there all the time.
100%.
It's like.
I do think parents have a lot to do with it, but you need to remember as well that as youths, we're not just raised by our parents as well. We're raised by our environment. We're raised by our environment and the people that are around as well. Like you probably spend more time in school growing up than you do around your kid, your mum and your dad, and like your uncles and aunties. I'm trying to say.
That's what I mean. It's like I think sometimes if you go back 2 years, like my mum moved from a certain area when I was younger because she wanted better for me, innit?
Same
and
with
literally me. I was speaking to some my parents and my nanny and granddad before I come here, and I said to them, I generally think I've got an addictive personality, innit?
Same.
So like
same.
That's what I mean, bro. But like I sit there and it's like then it's passed on to my work ethics. Like I just put that into my work ethics. So I'm constantly working because I've got that addictive personality. But I said to him before, I was like, if I would have stayed here, I generally think I would have took a completely different route. I'd be a different kid, and I promise you. And to be fair, I probably would have ended up in Penn still. But like, I just don't get it, man. Like sometimes I just wish that I could go and grab these youths, and just punch them in the face, just up until like,
bro, they'll just stab you or something, fam.
Yeah, but no, that's what I mean, bro. Like in a non-stupid way, I want to punch them in the face, to make them until like I get the right 8, like say it's an 8 punch, and they go, oh, actually, I'm gonna do better in life. I'm not gonna carry a knife.
I think kids don't realise how good life can be.
Man,
I
don't have to
growing
work.
Up, growing up, I didn't understand like the certain opportunities that you can actually get in life, and it's when you get to like this age you realise, wow, like I could fly out to Dubai next year, I could do this and that. But these kids, they don't know
exactly.
that.
They're just living in the moment. You get me?
They're never gonna know that.
Exactly.
That's what I mean, man.
Think of the bigger picture. That's what I say.
So,
that should be the name of the episode. bigger picture.
Right, well, moving on from all that stuff, because I feel like I'm going to end up punching my laptop anyway if we talk more about that fucking idiot girl anyway. But moving on to the world, oh my God, have you seen what's going on across the sea, man?
What, in America?
In America, bro.
Oh, yeah, someone explain that to me. I've not really been paying attention like that.
Oh
All I seen was some girl got shot.
All
I seen was some Karen got shot.
Listen to me,
in the neck.
Right, basically, right. So these Trump supporters, have obviously not been happy about obviously my man Trump not winning.
Oh, those were Trump supporters, innit?
Yeah. So obviously Biden's meant to be going
Trump,
in.
though.
Yeah, don't like Trump. But, you know what? He's just a West guy.
I don't like any of them, to be honest.
Right?
There's fake tan in that one.
Bro.
Either way, they've gone and set up this like rush thing, like rally kind of thing, bro. Yeah, to go and rush the capital of America.
So they ran into the White House.
They ran into the White House.
How's that even possible, though?
You tell me, right? And
Bro,
I want your opinion
up,
on this because we were talking about it like slightly before. Yeah, I said to you, every single one of them on site, you're rushing that building. You should have got shot on site.
Bro, if I was there, I would have got slide tackled. If I would have got shot, they would have bombed me.
Like, that's what I mean, bro. Like, and I was reading this and I was like, right, so let me get this straight. Them heads have ran in there, rushed the Capitol, taking pictures in the president's
Bro, you lot are not even deep in it, bro. You see the White House, that's where the president of America lives. It should be, bro, it should be impossible to get into that. It should be impossible to get into there, bro. So it's not even, I've got no doubt in my mind that that's what I'm saying, bro. That's where the president lives, so that should be impossible to get into. So that's what I'm saying, like that was 100% an inside job. Bro, them security, bro, half of them protesters were probably undercover police. Undercover security guards.
Either way, right, because obviously we don't know that for a fact. But even still, I get where you're coming from. But, so either way, they've rushed the Capitol. They've rushed, literally, and... Oh, mate, right, sick. But yeah, they've literally gone in, started taking pictures everywhere, been taking pictures with security guards in there.
That's what I'm saying. They were probably cousins. Yeah. They probably let them in and probably phone them like, yo, we're around the corner. Leave the back door open.
You know what the maddest thing is? So they're doing this for Trump.
Yeah, man.
Trump doesn't have a clue who you are. Trump doesn't know who you are.
Bro, Trump has got girls think they're invincible, bro. Do you see that woman that got shot, bro? She jumped on the windowsill when the guy was sat there aiming a gun at her for like 10 minutes, and then she jumped the windowsill.
Yeah, Trump makes bulletproof and
bro.
Well, that's the thing, bro. Yeah, and I was sat there and I was reading this, and I can't help but think about the Black Lives Matter stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, yeah, I said this as soon as I seen it. I said, unfortunately, we do live in a world where if it was the black race, it would have been a completely different story, 100%. Man. And even from my point of view, man, like, it is frustrating.
I'm sure I've seen a video, like, actually, it does ring a bell. I'm sure I've seen a video where, like, soldiers or whatever, they had all these people that have rushed it, and they lay on the floor, but they're not dead. Like, they lay on the floor and surrender.
Bro, they ran into where the president lives, you know, and they're still alive. Bro, Black Lives Matter.
Really should have been.
The Black Lives Matter people were just protesting outside their own houses, and they was getting shot. My man ran to where the president lives.
Look at George Floyd. He got dragged. Whatever. He got dragged out of his car. You know what I mean?
Bro, he worked to 9 to 5.
Yeah, he wasn't rushing. He wasn't rushing the president's fucking house
because of a fake note. Yeah, it's a mad thing.
Stupid. And it's like I sat there afterwards, innit, and I was like, all right, okay, this has just happened. Blah blah. So I then looked back, and then I think it was on like Billal Money or something, bro. Yeah, they posted it a year ago. Trump said if anyone was to try and enter into the White House without permission, it's automatically 10 years in prison, innit?
It should be. You should get shot. You should get shot. It's not even.
Listen.
You should get shot.
So listen, yeah. So then after all this came out, and Trump started praising him and that, saying well done, thank you, and all this. He's now praising him when saying that if they would have done it a year ago, yeah, they all would have got 10 years in prison.
He's just salty, him, and
no one wants him to be the
president.
Trust me. No, but they were saying this was going to happen if Trump don't win. It's going to be a mad thing in America. And everyone knew it was going to happen, but it's like I'm not even surprised. That's why you don't really see me speak out and things like this. I just make jokes about it, to be honest.
Yeah, I think like over here, a lot of people. I'm not really asked about who's president of America.
Same. I don't
feel
care.
Like so many people are more like hooked onto who's president over in America. They don't care about this country really. You know what I mean? I think that's because our prime minister is an idiot as well.
Yeah, it's
weird, but I don't.
Guy brushes his hair with a toothbrush. He brushes his teeth with a hairbrush.
No, but after this, right? So bearing in mind, Trump's known for like going on Twitter and that, innit? And he's like,
I swear he got banned off Twitter or something.
Bro, I'm gonna list out all the things Trump's been banned on, right? So he's banned on Twitter, Facebook. He's in the process of being banned on Instagram, Pinterest, Spotify, Twitch, Snapchat, Reddit, and TikTok.
He's not banned off Clubhouse though.
Bro, well, put it this way, mate. The only
jump on House Party.
Yeah, so he's either going on House Party, Clubhouse,
follow me on
my
Clubhouse.
man's gonna have to make an OnlyFans and then actually reach out to all of his little fans that want to follow him around. So. You could
if Trump done OnlyFans, bear man subscribing. Bear man.
Nah, let me tell you what you'll do. Yeah,
I'm not brushing his hair. I'm not in it, but
he'll start brushing his hair still. I think he will, you know what I mean? I think
Actually,
he'll actually
that's
start brushing his hair, man.
Finally get a trim for once in his life.
But that, either way, I think that was a madness. And then obviously, then next, Chip and Bugsy Malone.
Yeah, that's
Madness.
big still.
Mate,
You see that? I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's a good moment, innit? I don't think the
Yeah.
track was very good though, but it was a good moment.
I agree. I mean, I might get like digged out for this, but I didn't think the track was
Because
amazing.
I felt like
I know how good they are.
exactly,
you know?
but
Everyone knows how
exactly.
good they are.
That's what I'm saying.
So when
Like,
I heard it, and that little Notorious, I was just
exactly.
like,
it didn't even sound clear. I couldn't even know what they were saying until I read the title.
That Notorious, that girl voice that kept coming in.
It was a
finishing
bit.
their bars,
It
sort
was
of
like
thing.
I said, there was a good moment in it to see two people that had beef
The video's hard.
coming
See,
together.
that's why
but
I
it's
brought
like-
it up, and that's why I was so blown back with it, because obviously they did have beef in it.
Yeah,
And
it wasn't
obviously-
beef, to be honest. It was music.
Yeah,
content,
no,
innit?
happens.
but obviously what you got to understand though is when a lot of people are in like the eye of everybody, literally in the eye of the media, in front of everyone. When you have beef, it was like was it Stormzy going to
Chip's yard.
Chip's yard, and it's like
Chip was definitely home, by the way. He just pretended like it was home. Chip was
That's
100%
what I mean,
home.
man.
He was hiding in the toilet.
like, obviously that came out on New Year's Eve of a picture of them two, and all I kept seeing was everyone just like
I feel like they've had this in the pipeline for a long time though, because they've been friends for a long time. Like Bugsy said it like in 2018 or something. They like each other in it, so I think they were just waiting for the right time, to be honest. But in terms of the track, I think Bugsy's verse, he was just playing around. I don't think he was even trying to actually give a good verse. And Chip was like, Chip can definitely go on a lot harder than that. You know what I'm trying to say? But like, what did you think of that Bugsy Chip beef anyway? Like back in the day?
Bro, I was loving it, me.
Yeah, same. It's entertaining.
Like,
Who do you think won though?
Chip as well. I just loved it all.
Who do you think won though? Everyone says Chip, but I'm sticking with Bugsy. I don't even care, fam. That's my dog, fam.
I'm gonna go the opposite way.
I met him in my local
Is it?
shop, you know, on my estate.
Stare down.
I don't know
This
what-
guy's got
he has
Macy
some-
Greeb's number and he's met Bugsy. Fam. I'm trying to be like Sylo, man.
Yo, Sylo's making big moves. He's got all the contacts.
Nah, but that was time ago. I was a little
Trust
chubby
me,
kid
man.
back then. I just remember meeting him. But you know what's rude of me? 'Cause this was when Bugsy was just starting off. He hadn't done his firing.
So you didn't know he was?
Bro, I went up to him, I was like, yo, look a bit like Bugsy Malone.
My man went out to Bugsy Malone. Went, you look like Bugsy Malone.
Imagine if it wasn't even Bugsy.
And he just goes, yeah, that's me. That I was like, oh, can I get a picture? I won't be surprised if he just turned around and told me to fuck off. But,
Let's see you look like Bugsy
you know what I
Malone.
mean?
That's
You're gonna start getting that soon. You look like that Sylo guy. Are you Sylo or H? Are you Sylo or Zeph?
I think obviously because we've not been in there that long, there was just a few things that we need to talk about, and obviously we got the lockdown, all this stuff going on, man.
Yeah,
like,
were you lot on during lockdown though? Because I'm not gonna lie, I shouldn't say this on camera, but I'm not sticking to rules in it. I don't even care. But I shouldn't say that on camera. Allegedly, I'm not gonna stick to the rules in it.
I am.
Same. But I'm not gonna lie, don't get me wrong, said before, I've had coronavirus, like the Rona and all that.
You had it?
Yeah, man,
I had it as well.
Right, where's put your
bro,
face mask on.
This
G.
is a couple of months ago. It was
I
months
did
ago.
back in,
now,
when did I had it in July, and I ruined both my little brother's birthdays. They both had
I've not had it. Must be you that's protecting me still.
But that's what I mean, man. And don't get me wrong, it was for like 4 days in between. I couldn't I don't remember anything, and I was bedbound in it. But after that,
memory loss from real.
I swear down, bro. I don't remember.
I didn't get memory loss.
Bro, I swear down.
Bro, that was like coronavirus 2.0.
Bro,
That was
I
a
swear
deluxe
to God,
edition of
I
Corona.
remember obviously being bedbound for them 4 days, innit?
Got
But I don't
memory
remember
loss.
Anything. I don't remember.
Swear down. Did you get memory loss?
No, I was chilling.
Yeah, you must have got a mad. You must have
Bro,
got.
I was bad, me, bro.
Yeah.
I was sat there, I was like,
bad, you know.
Yeah, you must have got like the deluxe edition or something.
I lost my taste and I lost my smell. Apart from that,
my smell came back like 2 months ago, and then my taste, like I bite into something now.
How long did it last?
What, is it that bad?
Bro, I
my
bite
mum
into
had it
something
as well,
now.
actually, and she's the same.
How long did it last when you had it?
I was isolating for 2 weeks.
And did you have Corona for those full 2 weeks?
No, it lasted like 5 days.
What about you?
Yeah, mine was like 4 or 5. Like,
That's not that bad then, is
Nah,
it?
mine was about a week in it, because like the day before, like I proper felt bad with it. I could tell that my body was like, you know what I mean?
couldn't.
Like,
I couldn't.
Could you not?
No, I went to some motive. I shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean?
Allegedly.
Allegedly, it wasn't actually him, innit?
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Yeah,
that, but
it was H.
This is what people are saying, that I went to a motive.
Yeah.
But and then I caught it from there.
No, that's
Yeah,
Apparently, anyway.
No, I know. Wait, do you know people that have actually died from it though? Because I know people that have died from it, innit? And it's like I didn't believe it, but I never really like like follow the rules or anything. But you see, when you hear someone,
they do put it down though, don't they? They say, "Oh, they died of corona." And
even I could get run over by a car and say it's a coronavirus death.
Because they tested my dad for it because my dad's chest was fucked. He was coughing and that. And then, but he didn't have it. But you would have thought he did.
No, see, that's the mad thing, innit? Like I had it and I felt bad with it. And then my nana got it and she ended up going into hospital with it. Yeah. And then Gary, who's like, I could just call him my Uncle Gary, innit? But he's not actually my uncle. But big shout out Uncle Gary still. And he got it and then he went into hospital with it and he was really bad with it. But then my granddad and my cousin, who like obviously in my nana's gaff, they both didn't have any symptoms, no illnesses, nothing, man. And like it was mad.
Yeah, it works well, innit? It's unpredictable. It's one of them ones where
I'd rather have corona than the flu, because I had the flu once and I could not move.
You couldn't move from the flu.
Done for like that proper flu though, not like
I get you, like the flu, the flu a couple F.
I felt like I was on a different planet. So that compared to corona, I'd take corona on day. Shout me.
Right, well, moving back onto you anyway, just to come towards the end of the episode. What is new for you this year? What can we expect of you? Is there an EP mixtape? Because I know a lot of
he's
people.
He's gonna get a feature from Blue the Goat soon. I'm joking. My hairline's not good enough to start rapping.
But what's new with you? What's going to be happening this year?
So I've got my next release. Should I just say it on here?
Yeah, exclusive.
Preview's going to be
exclusive. Yeah, so it's going to be at the start of the episode. So the next release is Adrenaline. I've been sitting on this track for a while. I've been sitting on this track for a while.
It's hard, people.
Wait, have you heard it?
Nah,
You have heard it?
Nah, I've heard the preview thing.
I haven't heard it still. So he's getting special treatment.
No, that's a Connor exclusive. That one, bro. You got to wait.
You were running late.
That's you getting sold, mate. Nah, my travels.
Play it after this episode, but yo, it's hard.
It's hard.
But
listen, I'll let you know if it's hard, innit?
Yo, actually, whilst we're on it, big shout out to your little brother. First of all, because he sent me the pictures, and I think it was like someone recorded it on a phone of you, obviously in this certain whip, which obviously we're gonna keep quiet. But he sent it me, man, and I was sat there, I was like, yo, yes. And obviously, I started speaking to your brother like it was fucking you, innit?
Yeah, I had to message you. I was like, that was my little brother, by the way.
Big shout out to your little brother as well, man. But that's big.
So yeah, I've got that coming. I'm hoping to put that on like Mixtape Madness or GRM, hopefully. But these channels are charging at the minute.
I think you should put it on Mixtape. I think you should put it on Mixtape Madness still.
Do you want me to tell you what?
I think mixtapes do know a lot better than GRM.
Yeah, obviously we're not trying to rub at anyone. If GRM want to sponsor us, you know them ones. But obviously, in terms of, I think for up and coming rappers, innit, I think Mixtape Madness are going the right direction right now still.
But they're expensive, you know what I mean? So
trust me,
to get that money together, I'm hoping to release it like next month, hopefully.
Watch out for that, man.
The full video is still not ready.
Okay, then you need to get me in that video still.
We've got all the clips. We're just it's still getting edited in it. It's quite a big video, so
it should be good
to be. And it's my first upload on a big channel, so I want it like
you want it to be perfect, innit?
But in terms of EP mixtape, I'm hoping for an EP. I am hoping, but
by when, like end of the year or something.
Yeah,
that's just one of them goals, innit? Where it's like I'd like to do it. And obviously,
the thing is with me, I've got tracks there for an EP. It was the plan. I was hoping to get it all recorded for like December last year, but then I was thinking I'd want to be just a little bit bigger first, because when you're releasing an EP,
to have like a wider fan base in it. Exactly, I get you.
So I want my fan base to just be that little bit bigger. So hopefully 100%. After I release Adrenaline, then hopefully my fan base will grow.
So what kind of vibe you going for on this Adrenaline song? Is it like a pain song or
just get you gassed?
Oh, okay.
You're being like
that. You know that face that you do. You're going.
The lippy face.
I'm hoping it comes on at someone's motive that I don't even know, and I'm hoping just one day I'll receive a video and these kids are going crazy. That's the type of vibe I'm going for.
It's nice, man. It's nice you got goals as well. The fact you got goals, man. I think that's.
So touching on goals, like where are you trying to end up though? Like what's your end goal in this music thing?
I just want to live nice, want to live happy. I think the main thing for me is when I'm older, I just want to be happy with my happy family. I still want to do all the music. This music's not stopping, but I want my family living nice. As long as you're enjoying it, all my close people living nice. That's my main goal.
What made you want to do music in the first place?
I'd say just because I was always holding so much pain, but like
I get you.
That was my best way to express it. Like in school and stuff, like I was always good with words. You know what I mean?
Good, man.
Like in English, say like teacher, like right, you need to write a poem. I'd write like the best poem. Like,
Jeez.
everyone will be like, oh, Ben will write the poem. Sylo will write the poem.
So you started. So you started doing music like this time last year, innit?
Yeah. So my first release was on the 9th of January.
And did you
Last
see
year.
yourself being this big within this 12-month space?
No way.
I think it's a big pat on the back, man. I think you do. I think you're going the right way, and I think 100%, man. If as long as you're enjoying it, keep going. Obviously, that's what we've said that to everyone, and obviously everyone knows, man. You enjoy it, keep going with it.
God, I'm cold.
But trust me, it's been freezing in this room this time. I swear to God.
I've been
last
shaking,
two questions that we ask everybody. Anyway,
go on.
You right? So first one,
Bum my breast.
Manchester.
Oh, am I getting am I getting so excited?
Honestly, bro, he's not coming back in that. I'm joking. Manchester
Don't
United
chance
or
that,
Manchester City?
United.
Good. Bang.
Order.
Sorted.
Bruno
Right.
Fernandes.
Oh, hey, he's just evil. I'm loving it.
Well, are we in the league though?
Yeah, 100%.
Are we winning the league?
Anybody wants to
Winning
bet
the
with
league.
me? Yeah,
We're winning the league.
United winning the league.
Unfollow me if you don't
Yeah.
think we are. I might lose a few followers there though.
Trust me.
Nah, don't unfollow me. Just give me your
Follow me instead.
Yeah.
Nah, defo. And then last question. I want to know your top 3 artists at the moment that you're either vibing to. It can be a local, it can be a big artist, it can be
Make it.
three at the
Is it
moment.
UK only? Make it UK only.
All right, yeah, UK only.
Top 3
man.
UK artists.
only.
Yeah. I don't really care about the US guys like that, to be honest.
I do.
Three people.
I do some UK and I'll tell
Okay,
the US
okay. I
because
say
the US
that.
is hard.
Yeah.
I'd say Dave.
Yeah.
Always fucking with Dave just because his lyrics are a joke.
Yeah.
Like, they are a joke.
Yeah.
Let me think now. This is tough, no?
Trust me, everyone gets stuck on this question because they don't expect
Only
it.
3.
Yeah, so 2 more.
Pot of paper.
Yeah.
He's changed.
That's the coldest.
He's changing the game. He's changing the game.
You're mad.
And who am I going for last?
Last one.
I think it'd have to be Meek's Money Better Than
Yes.
Isabel.
Oh, yeah. I fuck with Meek's hard, man.
So
I
at the
love all
minute
of
in
his
UK,
tracks.
they're like
Meek's.
probably my top 3 because I think Meek's is very different to anyone.
100%.
It's very different.
What about US artists, though?
but see, now all these others are
Yeah.
Shout out
You
M1
don't
show,
want to
M1
leave anyone out in case holding for a feature or
Well,
something.
we only asked for 3. So moving on to the next one. Do you want to do US or?
Yeah, just
You want
quickly,
US?
It's got to be Lil TJ.
Yeah, I
The GOAT. The
Yeah.
absolute GOAT.
I rate Lil TJ.
J.I.
Yeah.
So them two are my go-tos, innit?
Yeah.
And then this kid's not even from the US, is he? But the kid Leroy.
Oi,
Kid Leroy.
I'm not even joking, yeah? I swear
You
to
don't know
God.
who he is, do you?
I don't, honestly, I don't
I don't listen to US artists
Yeah,
though,
we
but
don't even like that kind
do you know
of
who Polo G is?
Yeah.
Do you like him?
Yeah,
Polo
Polo
G,
G.
rate Polo G.
I rate Polo G still.
Literally, yeah.
I think in the US, J.I., Lil TJ, and Polo G are my top.
I think,
Yeah,
honestly,
J.I. is hard,
Leroy
man.
is mad.
I've been finding so many songs.
J.I.
Leroy, bro, yeah, I just fuck
yeah.
with him so hard.
J.I. reminds me of like an early A Boogie. You know, like
Yeah.
when just rapping
He's
about better
small, you know,
heartbreak and
J.I.
that.
is like
no,
5'1",
trust me.
you know.
Just me.
Mad, man.
I'll be like this on him, just I'm on the short head.
Nah, but definitely, I think it's been a very good episode. I think we've had a good chat, and thank you very much for coming on, Sylo. I appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having me on.
Biggest respect goes out to you. Obviously, I was explaining to you already, but get your socials out there so where people can find you, where they can watch you, where your stuff's going, anything that's coming out.
Okay, so on Instagram, Sylo.1. Follow me, get me to 10k. I'm trying to hit 10k this year.
Jeez.
Go and head over there.
My Snapchat, it's not even a Sylo, you know, it's just my real name, innit? But fuck it. It's Ben Hamnet1. Damn. I should make a new Snapchat, really.
Yeah, you
innit?
should, bro.
But fuck it. Everyone knows my name, I think. Anyway, like my real name. Yeah, so my sites.
Yeah, where'd you get the name Sylo from? Sorry.
Yeah,
To cut you off.
we always forget this, innit? Where'd you get it from?
Sylo, it's not just. Sylo stands for something to me, it means something, so it means like support your loved ones.
Oh.
So
Oi.
you know what I mean?
Oi.
I'm very big on supporting
That's
your
cold,
own.
that's
and,
cold
like,
still,
I'm big
that's
on
cold.
my own supporting me. So
No,
Alright.
rate that
Yeah,
very highly, man.
and it sticks as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You've
Sylo,
got, like,
that's
the
actually a
Manchester
cool name.
artists,
I'm about to steal your name still.
Yeah.
Copyright it. Sylo
It
2.0.
sticks, it
Black
sticks.
Sylo.
You have like Tundi, H, Meeks, Zeph, it all sticks.
Sylo,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
like so it's. I like it.
Definitely, man, and I think it sticks. Billal, get your socials out there,
Yeah,
lad.
man. If you want to see my hairline in real life, follow my Instagram. Billal.15.
What's it saying now?
No, you don't.
Should
You
we
don't want to see
reveal
it
right
still.
now?
No.
Nah.
Not enough views yet. You're not paying me enough for me to put my hairline. Flipping Twitter, Billy the Goat.
Oh, I'm sorry, people. Go guys, Twitter, it's joke.
Clubhouse,
It's so joke.
Clubhouse, Billy the Goat.
Clubhouse, oh, man.
Snapchat, Billal.15 as well, man. You don't not get
Definitely,
me,
man. Right, and
especially gal and
Oi, my socials.
Wait, especially the females as well. If there's any females out
Oh,
there. If you're
man,
rating the
whatever.
D-Rag, you're rating the tracksuit, shout me, man. You don't know.
Right, definitely. Make sure you get over to the Next Ice Instagram page. By the time this has gone up and we're literally ending this and we're doing a live. Yeah, we're going to be doing the winner thing in a minute.
Follow the
by the
Spotify
time-
as well.
I entered that. So
Follow the Spotify as well. Follow the Spotify.
But yeah, definitely. So make sure to get the Next Slice Instagram page, then get the Next Slice on Spotify.
Follow
which
that,
this
man.
is going to be the first episode that's officially going out.
Follow
straight away
that.
on Spotify. So get on that. If you don't have the time to watch the video, put it on in your car. Get your mum, your dad, your dog,
See me.
your nan
Go on
to
that
listen.
late night
Laptop.
drive, just listen.
Trust me, if you're
Listen to us,
jogging,
we chat a bit.
exercising in gym, even if you're clotting your
Yeah,
gal, everything, make sure it's playing in the background, man.
Definitely. So make sure to get them too, and then get on my Instagram, which is _Ckeyes_ on the Instagram, and that is it on the next episode, the Next Slice. Peace.
You're the brightest one that shines. Nothing feels real, bro. You're always on our mind, and you'll party hard in heaven. Now you're flying in the sky. Like, why'd you have to leave? Didn't know the way you felt. Now our hearts, bro, they bleed. Left us on this earth at the age of 18. I just wish we would have known you weren't as happy as you seemed.